Black Friday just changed the game for anyone who wants to own a Porsche. Right now, dealerships across the country are running sales events, and 5 specific models are sitting on lots at prices most people have no idea about. Coming in at number 5, we have the Porsche 986 Boxster from 1997 to 2004. This car literally saved Porsche from going bankrupt. Back in the mid-90s, the company was bleeding cash and needed a hit. They designed the Boxster to share parts with the 911.
The idea of the Boxster, of course, together with the 911 was an exciting moment for us because you're switching from a front-engine 4-seater Porsche to a mid-engine 2-seater Porsche.
Here is what most people miss. That shared engineering means you get suspension and brakes from a car costing twice as much. The base model comes with a 2.5-liter flat-six engine putting out 201 horsepower. Go for the S variant and you get a 3.2-liter engine with 250 horsepower, hitting 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds flat. The mid-engine layout gives you near-perfect weight distribution, which means the thing corners like it's on rails. Around 120,000 units were made worldwide, and the manual transmission versions are the ones collectors want. Average prices right now sit between $18,000 and $25,000. I found a 2001 Boxster S listed at $20,995 with only 47,337 miles on it, flagged as a hot deal. There is also a 1999 base model going for $12,995 with 76,031 miles. AutoNation is running deferred payment options right now, which could bring your effective cost down even further. Maintenance runs about $1,000 to $2,000 per year if you stay on top of things. Watch out for roof mechanism wear on the convertible top and keep an eye on the engine seals. Values on these have jumped 50% since 2020. Analysts are projecting prices between $25,000 and $35,000 by 2030 as roadsters become more collectible. This is your cheapest way into Porsche ownership, and it drives better than cars costing 3 times as much. Number 4 brings us to the Porsche 944 Turbo, built from 1985 to 1991. This car is pure 1980s engineering at its finest. Porsche went with a front-engine rear transaxle setup that gives you perfect 50-50 weight balance. The 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine starts at 217 horsepower in early models and climbs to 247 horsepower in the later Turbo S versions. 0 to 60 happens in about 5.5 seconds, and top speed pushes past 150 miles per hour. Back when this car came out, it was trading punches with Corvettes on the track. Global production hit around 25,000 units, but the Turbo S only saw 1,600 cars made, which makes those pretty rare finds. People overlooked this car for years because it has a 4-cylinder instead of a 6. That mindset is changing fast. The 80s revival is in full swing at car shows and Radwood events across the country. Prices currently average around $28,000, with pristine examples touching $35,000 to $40,000. This car also has a hatchback design, so you get real cargo space that other sports cars simply cannot match. Maintenance focuses on turbo seals and timing belts, and you want to replace that timing belt every 30,000 miles without exception. Annual upkeep runs between $1,200 and $2,500. The driving experience feels planted and responsive, making it perfect for autocross events or spirited weekend drives. Appreciation potential here is serious. Projections show values climbing 70% by 2030, pushing these into the $40,000 to $50,000 range. Porsche Barrington has an under $50K section on their website where similar transaxle models show up regularly. Number 3 is where things get interesting. The Porsche 928 S4 from 1987 to 1991 was supposed to replace the 911 entirely. Porsche built this as a front-engine V8 Grand Tourer loaded with luxury features. Under the hood sits a 5.0-liter V8 cranking out 316 horsepower. 0 to 60 takes 5.7 seconds, and top speed exceeds 160 miles per hour. The rear transaxle layout keeps weight balanced, and you get pop-up headlights that define the era. This car has real rear seats that actual humans can sit in, plus a spacious trunk for road trips. About 15,000 S4 models were produced, and the manual transmission versions are genuinely hard to find. People dismissed this car because it did not look or feel like a traditional Porsche. That is exactly why prices stayed low while values on air-cooled 911s went through the roof. Average prices hover around $30,000, with manuals commanding $35,000 to $40,000. Annual maintenance runs about $2,000, mostly for V8-specific parts and services. On the highway, this thing is smooth and powerful, eating up miles like nothing else in the Porsche lineup. Values have already climbed 36% since 2020. Projections put these at $50,000 to $75,000 by 2030 as V8 engines become increasingly rare in the electric age. Long Beach Porsche is running Black Friday specials that might extend to pre-owned inventory, so it's worth checking their current offers. Number 2 on our list is the Porsche 996 Carrera. Spanning 1998 to 2004, this car changed everything. It was the first 911 to use a water-cooled engine instead of the legendary air-cooled design. Porsche fans lost their minds over the new headlights, which critics called fried eggs. That controversy kept prices down for years, and it created an opportunity that smart buyers are taking advantage of right now. The base Carrera packs a 3.4-liter flat-six engine making 296 horsepower. The 2002 and later models got bumped to 3.6 liters with 320 horsepower. 0 to 60 happens in 4.8 to 5.2 seconds, and top speed exceeds 170 miles per hour. You can choose between a 5 or 6-speed manual or the Tiptronic automatic. All-wheel drive Carrera 4 variants add capability for winter driving. Porsche made around 175,000 of these worldwide. People worried about the intermediate shaft bearing issue in early engines, which could cause catastrophic failure. That problem has been addressed with aftermarket solutions and upgraded bearings. Post-2001 models have fewer issues, and any car with an IMS upgrade is good to go. This generation is the lightest modern 911 at around 2,900 pounds. It still uses hydraulic steering, giving you a raw analog feel that newer 911s have lost. Current prices average between $27,000 and $35,000 for manual coupes with 60 to 80,000 miles. Special colors like Guards Red or Ocean Blue Jade push values toward $40,000. I found a 2001 911 Carrera Cabriolet listed at $31,998 with 58,760 miles, marked as a great deal. Porsche Grand Rapids is offering an extra $500 on trade-ins through November 27th, which could make upgrading even easier. Annual maintenance runs $1,500 to $2,500. Analysts predict values climbing to $40,000 to $55,000 by 2030. Singer Vehicle Design uses these as the base for their famous custom builds, which has only added to the 996's reputation among serious enthusiasts. Number 1 is the Porsche 987 Cayman S from 2005 to 2008. This car might be the best handling Porsche ever made for under $50,000. It sits between the Boxster S and the 911, taking the Roadster platform and adding a fixed roof for extra rigidity. That extra stiffness transforms the driving dynamics completely. The 3.4-liter flat-six produces 295 horsepower, launches to 60 in 5.1 seconds, and tops out at 171 miles per hour. Around 30,000 were produced, and the manual transmission cars are the ones you want. Here is what makes this car special. It represents the last naturally aspirated mid-engine Porsche before the company started adding turbos to everything. That analog driving experience is disappearing from the automotive world. Every new sports car is getting turbochargers, hybrid systems, or going fully electric. The Cayman S gives you direct throttle response and engine sounds that newer cars simply cannot replicate. Prices currently average around $30,000. A 2006 Cayman S is listed right now at $31,995 with 72,150 miles, flagged as a great deal and a hot car. Maintenance is surprisingly affordable at $1,000 to $2,000 per year. The handling is sublime, with mid-engine balance that makes the car feel like an extension of your body through corners. Value projections show these reaching $45,000 to $65,000 by 2030. Sales events happening right now at dealerships nationwide could knock additional thousands off these prices. If you can only buy one car from this list, this is the one I would grab immediately.